All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions, and this one is called NLE Choppa vs. NBA YoungBoy. Beef 100% explained. For those of y'all who want to know the roots of this beef, where it starts from, how did it start, where is it going, where did it go, all that type of information, let's get caught up right now.
Right now, NLE Choppa going to war with YoungBoy. I mean, out the blue, he dropped the whole diss track against YoungBoy, and this ain't no little regular diss track. Choppa going all out. He put billboards up of this diss track in YoungBoy hometown. He took the red inspo from Hit 'Em Up, and then the music video was basically an NBA YoungBoy depiction getting degraded. Like, he had this man on the leash, then he dropped the pic on Twitter holding his head like a trophy. And I'm not gonna lie, Chop wasn't just talking nonsense. It wasn't on some just, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. He was really bringing up valid points when it came to YoungBoy. And we all know YoungBoy a crash out. I think it's only a matter of time before he responded to Choppa, because, like I said, Chop got real disrespectful. And today, we digging into it all.
Okay. I just want to know, do y'all think at the point where NBA YoungBoy is in his career right now, on top of the world, should he even respond? I would say shoot a line back. If anything, shoot a line or two back in a song, but I wouldn't dedicate a whole diss song back to NLE Choppa. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
So look, NLE Choppa, NBA YoungBoy, these is not strangers to each other. They had beef back years ago, 2021, 22. They was beefing. If we, go through the time machine, take a look back, Chop was coming up. He was becoming this new artist. And if you're a new artist, you're going to get compared. People was comparing Chop to YoungBoy. It was a lot of comparisons. So many comparisons that the fan war kind of turned into a real war. Fans was split on who they wanted to support. They like, oh, Choppa sound like YoungBoy, but I like YoungBoy, so I'm going to listen to YoungBoy over Choppa. Even though the fans didn't need to pick a side, they just wanted to anyway. And like with some other situations I spoke about, this wasn't no situation that was just little. Like, this was a whole conversation getting hella traction online. So much traction that at one point, Chop would get on IG Live and address it. But he wouldn't just address it. He would say something that put a stain on his career when it came to him and YoungBoy. He called YoungBoy his favorite rapper. And this is a point that done got brought up 100 times. This is a point that's getting brought up right now. And they talking about how you dissing your favorite rapper.
I'm up now. Like beef. I ain't beefing with none fool unless blood gets, because I'm up. If blood ain't shed or if it ain't about money, cause I'm not beefing with none. I'm up, cuz, but fool, I still crash on nigga like I'm down though. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga look young as a motherfucker right there.
I want to post everything. You post it. YoungBoy my favorite rapper. You talking about?
But as time would go on, like I said, it would turn from just fan drama to really a war between them. And it all started when Choppa making the song with YoungBoy #1, Fredo Bang. Now, if you don't know the war between Fredo Bang and YoungBoy, I could make a 2-3 hour long video on all of that.
Hold on, but Fredo Bang? No. I saw something with Fredo Bang squashing his beef with one of his enemies that's like a known enemy in music. I can't remember who. Or did Fredo Bang say something about he not tripping on YoungBoy no more? It was something around, it was a peace treaty made. Where, with who, we got to figure out.
But the point is, they got beef, and this ain't, oh, we beefing about a hoe or we beefing about something small. Like, people done died behind the YoungBoy Fredo beef. So there's real problems here. This street problems, this blood done got spilled behind this. So with fans speculating that Choppa was beefing with YoungBoy, he denying it, yet turns around and gets on the song with Fredo Bang. And it wasn't like, oh, he just on the song with Fredo Bang. He was on the song dropping lines about YoungBoy. So from this point forward, it was really,
song with him.
a full-on war because it was personal. So he got on this track, he was talking about YoungBoy. And I'm not finna dig into this, but I know y'all remember back when everybody online was speculating on if YoungBoy had herpes or not. Well, I ain't gonna say the internet speculating on it because
he said it, right?
It's kind of YoungBoy's fault. He said on the song word for word, herpes in my blood. That got me crying. So YoungBoy put this out on the table for people to talk about. Thinking YoungBoy got herpes. NLE Choppa on his song would say that I'm hotter than herpes, who messing with me? And people took this as a YoungBoy diss, because what else would he really be talking about? Why else would he just randomly drop a herpes line if he wasn't talking about YoungBoy? But their problems would escalate from there, because fast forward, one night, NLE Choppa, he out at the club and he ran into the one and only Quando Rondo. Now, if you don't know, YoungBoy and Quando locked in. They like this. They've been together for a long time. Remember back when the whole King Von situation was going down? Quando Rondo, NBA YoungBoy, Lil Tim, they was all right there together. Every single tour date on this YoungBoy tour right now, he be having Lil Tim pop out on stage. The nigga just did a show in Atlanta. In Atlanta, it was dissing Atlanta. dissing King Von. You know, YoungBoy been wilding since he been on tour. Point is, YoungBoy, Quando Rondo, they cool, they close. Pretty much one night, NLE Choppa, Quando Rondo, they end up in the same club. Something happened, somebody must have said something. Problems got started. They ended having a full-on fight in this club, and they just immediately took it to social media after the fact.
Crack NLE Choppa, homeboy, in this running up on me. Hey, crack ass in this NLE Choppa, and I got that found me, and I'm round Houston.
And I got that found me. This nigga Quando Rondo was a firecracker, man. That nigga in jail right now, though. But goddamn, these little young niggas is crazy, bro.
Pussy ass, you know what the going on with me? Yeah, free white B, 4K trade, nobody say. Yeah, his partner ran up on me, cracked him in the Hennessy bottle.
What I'm learning so far from this is these little niggas is beefing for no reason. Like, what? Why'd you go do a song with his main op, Fredo Bang, for what? It's like a silent cry for attention. You wanted attention from your favorite artist, because this was your favorite artist. And then now Quando Rondo, he done intervened, and he's in here till I got that file, man, I'm finna do this and finna fight you. Over what? Like, what do y'all don't even know what this shit is over, bro. Like, well, let's keep watching. Just because of some music. The nigga really want to be a YB homie. That's what I'm getting from this so far. Let's go, though.
Bust his little face all open, blood everywhere, and I got that found me. Cuz, how the fuck is you if y'all hiding behind security, cuz? On Jesus Christ, when we brought that out, y'all know what the fuck you did. You came and hid behind security. You was a nigga. On Jesus. You hid behind security and threw a bottle in my head, but you gangster. What you talking about, cuz? Nice ass. You doing this for real. On Jesus. And your ass can't come to Memphis. You talking about? You can't come to Memphis. You talking about? Island, nice, cuz. Bro, great island, nice, cuz. Real talk, fool. Y'all, hey, but y'all, internet be quick to say I'm the hoe, but y'all just sing behind security. Y'all so dick ride, so much, y'all gonna be on bruh dick, but this man on the fucking stairs while we outside with that shit, ready to quake your ass, but you in the stir behind security, and then you throwing bottles like a bitch.
So the reason that I'm explaining all of this is so you can understand the history between YoungBoy and NLE Choppa. A history going back years full of drama, diss tracks, fights, all of that. Because remember, Chop was the first nigga to drop a diss track. Fast forward some months later into the beef, you know, it didn't get explosive, but at one point, YoungBoy would do the same thing. He would drop a track against NLE, and he would say this: I bet your mama be destroyed when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. Better stay up in your place. And before I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram.
Okay.
GetLikePrincee. I'm trying to grow my brand over there. A follow would be appreciated. And my nigga, you this far in the video, you might as well. So they had problems going on, and I don't think Chop really wanted problems with YoungBoy out of all in the industry, because I feel like YoungBoy really would take it there. So Chop was kind of stepping back. He did an interview with Act where he was basically like, look, it ain't no problems between me and YoungBoy. That's just internet talk on something like that.
Man, that's some weird shit. You doing all this, you pushing all this line, and then you sit down and say, ain't no beef with us. Okay, maybe it's that if it's some real shit going on in the streets and you try to keep it off the internet, I respect that. But if you constantly antagonizing NBA YoungBoy, and then nigga ask you about it on a rap interview and you doing it in your rap songs, you supposed to acknowledge it, nigga. Like, yeah, nigga, fuck that nigga. You doing it in your rap songs and your rap videos and everybody's seeing it, but you know, these are YNs, man. So we getting caught up. Shout out to the older motherfuckers tapping in. We all getting caught up on this shit right now. Let's keep watching.
What is your relationship with YoungBoy, if any? Because like he clearly cared about it, right? So he dropped a record, clearly taking aim at you, right? He's basically like, yo, tell people that was your favorite. Yo, you don't pick sides of my beef.
Bro, I'm gonna be right here honest. That's one thing about me. I'm never no hater. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's all I'm gonna keep it. That's one thing about me you gonna take from NLE after every conversation, after every meeting. Nobody ever said he wasn't, cause he was. That used to be all I used to bump. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff happened that in the mix of all that, when you blow up and you start to see how everything is and how everything work, that's when stuff get altered. Like, I ain't never say he wasn't. Always, you know what I'm saying, he was. But
Would you have a private conversation with him? Try to, the funny thing about like most of, obviously between like say Dirk and YoungBoy, I don't think they will have no conversation. Because it's that's some street shit.
It's because it's blood behind it.
You're right. As much as you for Von, and as much as you were standing up for Von, you're not trying to you weren't trying to put out a message like, man, it's on site with YoungBoy. It's not. That's not what you're. So would you have a conversation with him to at least like, bruh, y'all used to be locked in with this dude Von. Like, man, I'm gonna stand up for any disrespect
anybody
against
should
him.
respect that. Any man that even got any man that got kids, they got a girl, whatever. You should be able to respect like somebody gonna stick up for that person like this. It's like one of my blood relatives, one of my folks got stepped on or something, God forbid, and somebody ain't really just have nothing to do with it, even though it came from your camp, it came from your folks. But at the end of the day, like, bro, the influence bro got, like, is heavy, fool. All these kids seeing it, bro, like, they thinking this cool, fool. Like, it was at a point in time where like we knew it was smoke between them two camps.
All right, what y'all think so far? Let me know in the comment section, man. I don't know, NLE. I still, as I'm in right now, I still don't understand your initial beef. I hear what you just said, but I don't. It's acceptance. That's all it's giving to me. A nigga who want acceptance and you clout chasing, like some would say. You wedging your way in on what he got going, and you want to be a part of that movement. And right now, that's why I'm asking. Right now, would you respond if you NBA YoungBoy? A line or two, since you already did it before, as we just learned. You done shot a couple lines to him in the song. That's all you would get from me. That's all you would get from me.
So Chop, YoungBoy, they getting this beef, but it didn't go too far. And I personally think this was because of NLE Choppa. Because if y'all look through Choppa's whole career, he done had a million different eras, a million different arts. Remember, Chop came in, he was this gun-toting street nigga. He get on these songs, he rapping about, shoot. But as the years would go on, he would take a step back from, this whole street image. And then, remember, he had his spiritual art where he was growing plants and he went vegetarian and he stopped eating meat. And he was basically on some Illuminati time. Exactly like Illuminati is what NLE Choppa was doing. He had spiritual chop. He went through all of these different phases, often being very hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes he would go through a phase where he's just pushing so much positivity. Then he comes out and he drops a song where he rapping about killing somebody. So Chop was trying to push this peaceful narrative in his spiritual era, but was very, very hypocritical. He went from being peaceful to being overly freaked out. I'm talking about Chop been so freaked out lately. He on songs telling bitches lick his gooch. Like, what are we talking about? My point is, Chop do be very hypocritical. Even though he does push positivity real often, that's a hypocritical man. And Choppa having all these different phases and all that leads us directly to him versus YoungBoy. To no one's surprise, after seeing everything Chop done did and been a part of, basically having these alternate egos, alternate personalities. Right now, over the past few months, he would come out and create this whole new brand, this whole new image. Not just, some pictures of him online, but a whole new persona. NLE the Great. It's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to NLE.
This nigga that had multiple personality changes, bro. Multiple personality change. I don't know. It's like you go from positive to negative. You going at NBA YoungBoy after saying NBA YoungBoy is your favorite artist. Now you got the spiritual shit going on. Then you talking about chopping niggas. Then you talking about some super slut me out sexual shit. It's all over the place. Would you say this is an artist still finding himself in music? Or still finding his entity? Or is this somebody just trying out different things? And going back to what I said earlier, is this somebody that's clout chasing? That's playing the game? But this is a dangerous game to play when you're talking about going at NBA YoungBoy and these young wild niggas, his entourage. You know what they capable of by now. So I feel like I think he know what he signed up for, being that you was once a super fan of him. You know what you signed up for, but the reason is what? Is it something y'all keeping off the internet? Because if it's over some music, why is it in the streets? What did it stem from? I'm still lost here, man. I'm still lost here. I don't know. This is one of those things where he would have to come sit with me and let me personally ask these damn questions. Because, bruh, what is this over?
the Great. So like he pushing this more than just a phase on the internet. This is something that it seems like he trying to create. And I think it all started back when Chop had went bald earlier this year. Chop goes bald, he creates this image, and it's all leads into the track against YoungBoy. Now remember, these two had beef years ago, but it slowed down, but I'm guessing they never got cool again because out of the blue, it wasn't no public drama leading up to this. I don't know if it was something going on behind the scenes, but to the public, this shit just came out of nowhere. He would drop KO, a diss track against YoungBoy where he ain't just disrespecting the man, calling him a bitch or saying he gonna put hands on him, but he really did a deep dive into YoungBoy's career, into the narratives that YoungBoy pushes onto the newer audience, onto his younger fans. So
man, he made that shit his banner on his YouTube. Oh, okay, he not playing. That's his whole thing. So your whole alter ego is going at NBA YoungBoy. What? It sounds like an infatuation at this point, y'all. It's moving from clout chase to infatuated. And again, like bro just said, and what I've been saying this whole video, maybe some shit happened in the streets that we don't know about. Because why is this anger targeted at NBA YoungBoy to the point where you out the blue made a diss song? He's a banner on your YouTube. Like, is it clout chase or infatuation at this point?
with this song, Chop wasn't just blindly yapping. He was really going in on how YoungBoy is poisoning the youth. And instead of the YoungBoy fans trying to understand what Chop was saying somewhat, they do what they always do. They got the blindly hating, not taking in consideration the truth that Chop was really speaking. Chop, he releases this song, and if you don't like him, I'm not gonna lie, you have to respect the creative vision behind this music video. This is probably one of the most creative music videos I done seen in a long time. It was choreographed, it was shot well, like it was so much going on in that music video. I think you should watch it. But the song comes out, you know, he sampled Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. Like I said, probably one of, if not the most iconic diss track of all time, where Tupac was,
that's a fact.
You know, Tupac was really getting disrespectful. Chop wasn't nowhere near as bad as Tupac, but he was pushing. But the song starts out, and it's NLE speaking on how he been gone for a while and how he took a break, but now he back, he got something to say. And the main point that he was pushing throughout this song was that YoungBoy don't do anything for the youth other than poison, other than corrupt. Chop would say this: you poison the youth, nothing positive you do. You the reason dudes is beating females thinking it's cute. You send dudes to do what you wouldn't do. Role model, you would never fit the shoe. Just a nigga with emotion, a breastfed bitch. Your R, give me the it, niggas like you make me sick. So, there's a lot to dig into right here. He's saying YoungBoy poisoning the youth. And yeah.
Bro, but he was your favorite artist. This is weird, bro. So, okay. Now your whole angle is he's poisoning the youth. It's not, hey, we talking street shit with each other. You're poisoning the youth, but yet I'm making the same type of music while I'm talking about chopping shit down and shooting shit. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm confused. Like, that mean y'all both poisoning the youth, my boy. I don't know, NLE, man. This is a head scratcher right here, man.
He directed this at YoungBoy, but it's 2025. I think this is a statement that could be applied to the entire industry, not just rappers. So many artists come out and they do push BS and they do push so much negativity to the point where they become a bad influence onto the younger generation. I mean, the prime example of YoungBoy fans feeling overly comfortable disrespecting people was, remember, a few weeks ago, at a YoungBoy show, a fan started to fight an old man. Basically, it was this 66-year-old dude. He was working a concert. He doing his job. Some YoungBoy fans, he teenager, he wasn't really messing with the old man. And I guess he became the joke to these kids, to this group of kids, and they would start putting hands on him. Or specifically, one of them would start putting hands on this old man. And I'm not gonna lie, when it happened, people were like, damn, that's so messed up that they beating up this old man. But nobody was surprised that YoungBoy fans did this. Nobody was surprised that this happened at a YoungBoy show. Because the whole narrative around these YoungBoy concerts was, if you gonna go, be careful, because you know how YoungBoy shows get. You know how his fans get. You know the audience that he's going to bring in here. I mean, deadass had a cousin go to the YoungBoy show. We had to tell that nigga, yo, be careful while you out there, because we know how shit get. No, I ain't.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, be careful. That's the whole stigma of going to a YoungBoy show. Hey, be careful, man. Hopefully you make it back. Like, damn, nigga, that's your stigma. That's your whole shit at your show. Wow, man, but you know, wow, he the king of the YNs. I call him the king of the YNs, man. When you think of the YNs and who they look up to, who they play, how they dress, how they act, it's all YoungBoy swag.
Saying every single YoungBoy tour show done been crazy and bad, but multiple times YoungBoy show done got shot down or went on lockdown because of something crazy happening. Or his Chicago show, they were so afraid of something bad happening that they just canceled the show. I mean, just the other day, my cousin, like I said, went to a YoungBoy show in Charlotte. They shut that shit down because some rappers got to fighting backstage. But the next huge point Chop came up with was YoungBoy putting hands on females. Now, this ain't Chop just pulling something out his ass. YoungBoy done got booked on putting hands on females before. Pitchfork wrote this back in 2019. YoungBoy took a plea deal in his alleged assault and kidnapping case. His representative tells Pitchfork the Louisiana rapper had been accused of throwing his then girlfriend to the ground at a hotel and then allegedly dragging her into a hotel room. YoungBoy pled guilty to misdemeanor, simple battery, family violence. Charges of kidnapping and aggravated assault had been dropped. YoungBoy got sentenced to 12 months of probation, fined $1,500 in order to attend anger management classes and have no violent contact with the woman. So in this verse, not only did he dig into that, not only did he dig into, YoungBoy pushing violence, but he would also speak on their previous beef. He would start to talk about how he wanted to squash the beef, how he wanted to, shut everything down. But YoungBoy didn't want to. He wanted to make it into.
I mean, nigga, goddamn. Bro, it sounds okay. And at this point in this video, it's now giving that NLE Choppa has been the antagonizer the whole time. I'm thinking that NBA YoungBoy did something to him and he's been responding, no. You tried to get cool with him. He probably wasn't fucking with you. So you went from a fan to a foe. Now you became his enemy and you're like a delusional guy going at him. And he probably like, what the fuck? So now you're doing everything to get his attention. And now you want to go work with his enemies. Now you want to, you're doing everything to get his attention because he didn't want to work with you. And you're lashing out just to get his attention. Like, you were a super fan of his. That they got multiple videos of you saying that she was a super fan, that she was a fan. That's what this gives, like rejection, bro. Rejection and cry for attention. Because what the fuck, bro? Yeah. And you got a new, album coming out, I would say? You dropping singles, so do you got an album coming out? What better way to promote your album right now as a young nigga than to beef with the king of the YNs?
Problem online. And with this point, I don't understand what NLE Choppa expected to happen. Because this wasn't like, you trolled YoungBoy a little bit. You made a song with a man that he had beef with. Not just regular beef, but a beef that blood got spilled over. And then not only did you make a song with he beefing with, but you dissed him on the same song. So I don't know why you thought he would just, push that to the side and get cool with you.
Right.
After you did what you did. Past that, Chop saying YoungBoy fried, holding on to a fake image. Basically saying that the life YoungBoy pushing ain't really a life he living right now. Chop was saying his judgment day.
He's a hater. He sound like a hater.
Live it, purposely making decisions to promote more violence. That's bringing more death into his innocent children. When I do it, it's different. When he do it, it's ignorant. I'm in love with the art. He's in love with tearing people apart. Chop was speaking the truth. He had some good points. He had valid arguments, very valid arguments that a lot of people should pay more attention to instead of just blindly hating him.
When I do it, I'm speaking for the art. But when he do it, he's trying to tear people apart. Nah, nigga, nah. See, that's cap. So you can say the same exact thing he's saying, sending the same messages in your music, but you doing it for an art form. Yeah, cap. That's cap.
But
that's
the
cap.
Music video is where I feel like Chop was crossing the line. He makes this diss track against YoungBoy and drops this music video, which I did give props to for being really creative. But he was pushing it. He had a YoungBoy depiction who was in chains. He was whooping him, whipping him on their ass, pause. And then they was fighting. They in the boxing ring. He knocked them out. But where I think Chop truly crossed the line was the end of the video. He's sitting here running down the street. He holding YoungBoy's head like a trophy. And that shit right there alone is crazy. I would show y'all on screen, but I don't want to risk getting demonetized. It ain't no blood or nothing, but he running with a nigga head. I think that right there was crazy. And I think that alone would cause YoungBoy to respond to Chopper because
infatuation, y'all. Infatuation.
A diss track is one thing, but a diss track where you hold in my head like a trophy is a whole different story. And the internet split half and half right now. Some people supporting them, and then you know the YoungBoy fans is cooking Chop. Y'all know YoungBoy got that cult fan base, and they mad at Chop. But Chop knew what he was getting into. Beefing with YoungBoy, out of all people, the man who probably got one of the strongest fan bases in hip hop. But not only would he just drop the song, he was putting billboards up in YoungBoy hometown. Then at the same time, he doing
Infatuation. Silent cry for attention. All this shit. Clout chaser. Everything we've been discussing, that's what it's giving. It's all coming together right now. Listen, bro. You are clout chasing NLE.
But next, we got the YoungBoy fans trying to accuse him of botting streams, of botting the attention behind this song, which I personally don't believe. Because this song ain't just viral on one platform. This not something that, hey, got 1 million views on YouTube. No, if you open any social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you open anything, you're gonna see something about this YoungBoy Chop beat. And this dozens of platforms getting crazy engagement off talking about this situation. So I don't think bots is being used for this song. I believe the song is just so viral all over social media. I think people seeing Chop hold YoungBoy head up and doing all this crazy stuff in the music video, so they gotta go watch. I don't think this is a botting situation. I think this is something that caught people so off guard, they had to go check it out. But after the song comes out, people all over the internet had something to say. Even Charleston White had something to say. And he sided with YoungBoy. And y'all know how Charleston White get.
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway.
Man, this nigga's a wobbler. One thing we have learned, Charleston White will flip the switch in less than 10 minutes on you. He could be on your side and then flip it up. Yeah. I was just clout. I was just saying whatever. Man, fuck that nigga, man. He'll switch it up in 5 minutes, man. Come on.
With that little walk, you remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that walk. I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa. With that boy. Now, them boy got some dance. You went to Hollywood if you was a bad I suck my dick too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Kentrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I wouldn't give you and King Von got in the car and shot them guns together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole gay world, and they were whistling Dixie at your little yellow ass, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish sucking your dick, nephew. Go back over there and finish being a bad bitch and sucking your all these little boys ugly. Ain't none of them handsome. And all of them mostly dark skinned. You better leave these little gremlins alone. Boy, they'll tear your ass out the mouth. The tour is almost over. NLE Choppa, let them boys enjoy a little bit of that money that boy finna give them. Them boys been doing bad since he been gone. So now they finna be able to get them some scat packs. Few of them might go sleep and buy some switches, but let them boys alone. Yeah, they but nigga, they got guns. Everybody know the pussy got the gun. Everybody know these little pussy ass little boys riding around with these goddamn switches and glitches on their goddamn head. So
you ain't lie. All these young niggas, that's one thing they got right now. Boy, they ain't finna hop out the car and fight you whatsoever. These young niggas is hopping out, blicked up, nigga. They about to switch you down. They are not finna fight you. So you are definitely antagonizing and you are pushing the code line. And like we have seen before, one of his fans back in the day at an airport, a fan fought you over NBA YoungBoy. Right now, he is at the peak, at the highest of his career he's ever been. And his fan base is one of the strongest fan bases. And you sure right now is the time you want to push this line you pushing? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Be careful out there. These young niggas don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they pussy. And they'll shoot your head too, being pussy.
Hell, even YoungBoy mama was getting in on Choppa. And before I let this clip play, she really was yapping. Like, Choppa did not have a crack pipe in that video. That was clearly a cigarette. And he had YoungBoy smoking a cigarette because YoungBoy literally is always smoking a cigarette.
So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, and you're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right? I bet they have another video with that same pussy ass on his knees sucking your pipe. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? Your head look like a penis without a rubber on top of it. You better
YoungBoy mama be going in, bro.
better be lucky. Can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
And now look, I ain't finna speak on nobody's mama, but she did not make the situation no better. I think it would look a lot better.
Nigga, YoungBoy. You understand who YoungBoy is when you watch his mama videos. Cause she is wild, nigga. She is burnt the fuck out.
On YoungBoy, if she just never posted the video. Do I think YoungBoy would respond? I don't know, because this is getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people are speaking about this and speaking about the conversation that Chop has created around YoungBoy. What will I think happen? I think Chop gonna keep pushing it. He gonna push it to a point where YoungBoy might crash on him. Now, will YoungBoy really deep dive into Chopper, how he deep dived into him?
Hell no.
Or will YoungBoy get
Hell
on the
no.
song and just speak violence?
That's too much
If
clout.
he gets on this song and he's just speaking straight violence to Chopper, I think it's just gonna prove his point even more, because he had valid critiques, yet there are many flaws that YoungBoy could bring up and he could rap about against Chopper. Will he do it?
No.
Will he respond?
He don't need to.
How will he respond? I think only time will tell. But what do y'all think as fans? How do y'all feel about this situation? Do y'all see the validity in what Chopper's saying, or do you think he just clout chasing? You think
Clout chasing. Clout chasing, clout chasing, clout chasing. Final verdict, bro. Final verdict. In my opinion, I think it's just clout chasing. Is he wants to be down, man. He wants to be down. He wanted to be down, I should say. He was rejected, and this is his way of still having a rapport with him. Instead of me like not being able to ride around with him, hang with him, I'm just gonna diss this nigga so that way I have some type of attachment to this NBA YoungBoy wave that's going on. Remember, this was my favorite artist. Who doesn't want to hang with their favorite artist or be a part of their favorite artist if they're artists, like be a part of their movement or at least collaborations with them? Since I can't get it from you, I'm going to force it out of you in a different way. Not in a way where it's cool and we can exchange emails of records we have. No, I'm going to send shots at you. I'm going to send my shots. You send your shots back. That way I know that you know me. I know you. That's satisfying for me. You know what I mean? It's satisfying my infatuation. And that's what it sounds like. Infatuation mixed in with some clout chasing, mixed in with a silent cry for attention. Not even a silent cry, a loud cry for attention. And that's what it's giving, man, right now. Now, do I think NBA YoungBoy should respond with a whole diss record and a video? It's not necessary. Like, at this point, it would help in NLE Choppa favor. Because everybody would watch that NBA YoungBoy shit. Everybody would, if he did a whole video on a diss record, everybody would watch it. That song will get played, but it will also put so much clout onto him, and he's gonna go crazy. He one of them niggas, you probably respond to him, he gonna respond back with 10 videos. So you gotta watch these niggas, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this. That was the story of the NLE Choppa NBA YoungBoy beef. For those of y'all who didn't know the background of it, the roots of it, then there it is, man. I'm sure it's way, 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 way more, but you can only put so much in a YouTube video. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.